These are our
Have you got statistics?
Why can you say that?
Yeah, substantiate your claim. Substantiate your claim. Yeah, substantiate your claim. Did you know when you make a decision, yeah, it occurs 1.5 seconds before you are consciously aware of it.
The subconscious society. Go on, ask some
You
psychology.
tie that into how's that
You are
relevant?
wearing it, yeah, it's because of social pressure from those around you.
It's cold. Big man, it's cold.
No,
Right,
that's
miss.
an adopted belief. That's an adopted
I've been trying to
Same, it's like with the toilet.
You're saying 90% of subconscious people, etc.
No.
So are you saying that 90%
Don't do it.
are pushed to wear the base belt?
Let him get you one.
Getting this.
Come on, Steve, do it, man.
To conform, yeah, is greater than our own opinion.
And that's now you just back that point. She doesn't want to conform. She wants to cover up. She can cover
Social
up.
pressure.
She wants to cut herself off. Why is she standing in a park after dark surrounded by men? No logic at all.
Without being accompanied by family.
And the thing is, it's insulting to men as well because you're trying to say that we're savages. I'm doubting he is.
That's my choice.
It's not your choice. It is their choice.
Hello. Bad choice. Oh, Daniel.
Right, so to correlate with this, okay, we have something saying either what I'm getting, what I'm hearing is, what I'm hearing is it's either forcing your belief or it's forcing somebody's telling you to do it or whatever. Now we've already gone through something. So does the Quran tell you to do it? These are just questions. Does the Quran force you to hold on one second. Does the Quran force you to do it? Are there,
So she wants us to support her vow, but she wants to chuck her on the building.
And she's
How does that make
comparing
sense?
She's comparing it. They're trying to compare what there is a face belt to transgender.
What are the two got to do with each other?
like,
And the perfect checkmate was when she said, I'm upset.
Yeah, when we didn't know.
We didn't know. So that just proved everything. We could not tell. And I'm not even lying, I could not tell whether she was
I want you
upset.
to understand because I'm trying to correlate both of them.
Look at these guys with a vagina in his gutcha. Well, you're wearing a tampon there. You got a tampon. Change your tampon, there's a lot of blood on it. A lot of corn. What have you got against peasants? No, he's got a vagina in his gutcha.
Oh boy! Please.
Vagina in his gutcha and he's got a tampon on it as well. It's got blood in it.
Raj, go up, mate.
Yeah, okay.
Raj, go up, mate.
You can't talk shit to me and I can't talk back, man. You're mad. They start saying I'm a bad person for going vulgar when they're vulgar with me. And you know I'll go right in the duck guard. That's the only way to beat them.
I'm not going to say there isn't. There's a very, very minute portion of women whose husbands tell them to wear it. But this is not why Raj is.
I think that's the word, isn't it?
They're not fighting for the rights of the Muslim woman.
Who? Can you? What did you say? Because my name was mentioned. I need to know what was said.
People who fight for the rights of the Muslim woman, the veiled woman, surely they should bring them, speak to them, ask them. We don't vanish when we come outside. We're there. Yeah. Bring a woman, bring a man.
It's amazing all this is in secular countries here, but when you go back to like Saudi Arabia,
They're
you
fighting
see how
against
many actually forced to wear the veil. Here they can do what they want. It's secular.
And actually, how many Muslim countries ban?
How many Muslim women?
Many Muslim countries.
How many Muslim women are going to openly say that they're forced to wear it? They would say that. You think that Muslim women in the UK would say that they are forced to wear it if someone asks them? I don't believe that.
None admit to it.
Yeah, I do.
None admit to it.
Yeah. No, listen here. What Muslim women, if they was asked to, yeah, what Muslim women would say, yeah, they're forced to wear it? They wouldn't think that.
But like white women who want to, wear flaunt all that, and like, so you're not going to have nasty opinions, like people have maybe about, but I've heard many Muslims who have problems with women who want to do that.
That's the problem. You find women of all nationalities.
So they were trying to ask me, do you mind your son becoming transgender? I said I wouldn't want that as an ideal situation, but I would support them if they wanted to kill themselves.
Yeah.
And that was the only choice. It doesn't mean I'm going to be happy about it, because I don't want anyone to suffer like that.
And also, not
So they're
just
trying
that.
to conflate it, because they can't
Not just that,
understand
being
it.
trans is a hard life.
Yeah, so
no
I
one-
want the best for them, yeah, not because I'm being persecuting them, I want them to have a normal life. But they can't understand it, it's like black and white. Are you supporting or you don't?
Decided just to wear hijab. On a,
Then they ask the question,
personal
if
level
your
and,
daughter come home with a
social
hijab
level,
and a carbon, what would you do? I said, I wouldn't support it, but I wouldn't harm her or anything. I'd let her
What
wear it, but
would
I'd
be
tell her
the
all the time I
implications
can
for her not wearing that, personally and socially, in terms of family, in terms of social?
Okay, so
Will it make a difference?
Well, I think I'd get less racial harassment, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think I'd have much more jobs open to me.
Yep.
Okay, because when I do come back, they don't want to ignore me because of my hair. That's their problem, yeah? Because at the end of the day, if I can do administration work, you need to see my face. You know, apart from working with little children when they need to see your face, you know, anything outside that, engineer, doctor, midwife, nurse, I don't see why you need to.
But can I ask you a question? Are we allowed to discuss this without it getting silly and we're called hate preachers and stuff?
Also, I'd like to quite understand, because obviously, you know, they wear it for modesty and stuff, but then they wear eyeliner and all this stuff.
Oh yeah, ask that.
So
actually.
that's very interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting. Why don't you ask that?
Yeah, well,
And go.
My family would be happier for me to take it off. My family would be happier for me to take it off. Because every time I go out, they worry for me. Yeah? For the simple fact that I've been attacked so many times. Because of my character is so strong, I will not be dictated to. I will wear what I want, where I want. And if someone attacks me, I call the police, I wait till the police come and they get arrested, even if I have to follow them. Like I said, I've had 3 court cases and 3 convictions. Yeah? It's not right. Same way as if somebody...
So is that my fault?
Well, no, because you pay into it.
No. Are you saying I cannot question? Are you saying I cannot question without you then? Hold on. You're saying I cannot question your right to wear it without you conflating it to the I agree with people or I've instigated people to attack you. Because what you're doing here is very dangerous. Because you are saying to me that if I was to criticize you for doing that, I support you getting attacked. Yeah. You telling me I can't point? You're mad. I can't point. Look. No, I can point. That can point. Look at that. It's not Sharia. This finger's not under Sharia. This finger's not under Sharia. This finger is not under Sharia. This finger is not under Sharia.
All the fingers are coming
I
out.
need to ask you about the eyeliner.
Oh my God, I'm allowed. Hold on.
Sorry.
Let's go back on course, right? Yeah, let's go back on course.
God.
All parents don't even do that.
Oh my God.
Maybe they should
That's a
have.
different topic, isn't it? That's a different topic, right? Name calling that stuff.
But you know that's rude. That's
Oh, he's doing it now. He's doing it now. You just done it.
but you know what?
Oh no.
No, it's done.
It doesn't, but what I'm saying is the thing is that
It's a natural reaction. That's what you do sometimes.
we're learning something.
Oh my God. This is what
It's the
Sharia can
men
never work.
who's taking it somewhere else. So as men, can we show some kind
Yeah,
of
let's get back to
moral
the-
discipline,
yeah.
please?
All right, and I do need to ask her something.
I can point whenever I want.
No.
What are you going to do if I don't? If I point like this now, what are you going to do? If I point like this now to you, what are you going to do? If I'm pointing at you, what are you going to do? I'm doing like this, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Nothing.
What are you going to do?
Ask the question. Ask the question. Ask the question.
You know, you say Muslim women wear it for modesty
Yeah.
and they wear the headscarf for
saying he
modesty and
deserves
stuff,
a
but don't you think it's an oxymoron when
No,
women
the
wear
other
it
guy.
with
You're saying the
makeup?
other
Look at this guy.
When women, don't you
Change
think
your tampon, man.
250 years we've had
Yeah.
provocation there. That's what it's all about. Always has been, always will be.
Yeah.
Not significant, really. I
But
think
doesn't
people
defeat the...
No, let me finish.
going like that is not
So women have levels of the hijab.
Doing that is no problem.
Right.
There is a perfect hijab,
that distance,
and every
no problem.
woman wants to have the perfect hijab.
I don't think
As you
we're
see, we're human beings, women nature.
I was far away over here.
They like to be.
It's 2 or 3.
And you wear makeup, makeup because they're trying to cover their beauty.
This guy's my biggest fan. All day he's been looking around. He asked me for a kiss earlier. He asked me for a kiss earlier. I said, I'm not into that.
You would be happy, wouldn't you?
I'm not into that kind of stuff.
Furthermore, like me now, I'm wearing eye makeup. I came from somewhere. Yeah, so I wear makeup. So,
Nah, he's got a vagina in his little nappies. And he's bleeding, that's why he's like that.
Should I not wear it all the time? Maybe that would be for the...
Change his tampon.
My beauty, but I still go out, I'm still female, still a human being. But when I go out, I dress up, I wear makeup. And so now you can see some of my eye makeup. That's just how it is, that's the answer. It's not like, do I deliberately sat there and put on eye makeup so I look a little...
No, I just find it...
You need to understand, under the veil, we're still human beings. My daughter, underneath her veil, she's a human being.
No, I do understand that,
but the whole point is that you don't want to attract men to a certain degree. But when your eyes are very accentuated, I've seen some ladies with the face covered or a hijab, and her eye, obviously, hiya. I'm not going to do that yet. But the eyelashes are so accentuated that they go hiya. Yeah, I'm just saying.
No, it's true though.
It's true that the eyelashes are very, very integral to somebody's eyes, especially to females. Especially to females, the eyelashes are very, very important.
She's a human being and she's a female, and that's the best she can do.
Would you take the next step and full cover?
Burkas. Burkas.
I mean, if you could see with a little slit.
With the gauze.
Do you know what
Oh yeah, like in Afghanistan.
Would
No,
you do
I
that?
personally won't.
Why not?
Because I choose not to, I can't see it. I've worn it before.
She's tried it.
Not in this country, I'm not safe.
I mean,
So I need to be safe.
your friends in the USA are about like green and
I have changed, my hijab has changed.
it's about
It's
personal
evolved,
things.
yeah, it's
It's
evolved.
about personal. And all of this covering stuff shouldn't prevent you from expressing who you are.
So, but that's not the point. The point is, I have decided and I've chosen not to show my face.
Does that mean anything? Does that mean anything to
Are you
that?
hearing
She made a
that?
choice to do that. Does that mean
Are
anything?
you hearing
What I'm
that?
saying
you just
is,
repeat the
regardless
reason?
whether she wears hijab or that full veil, her intention will still be the same. Yeah? So her saying this, it doesn't weigh up with me.
How does it not weigh
It
up?
doesn't weigh up. Do you know why?
In this country,
This guy's going to get a lot of stick.
Whether you wear hijab, whether you wear that, whether you wear this,
I might need to protect him.
will be, no matter what happens, my intention is to express who I am.
Okay, so,
I shouldn't stop me.
okay,
I agree with you, it should matter, but why does it matter?
okay, so the reason why,
Have you not just got
Oh, all right. Oh,
saying
yeah,
it doesn't matter
I'm-
for a woman to wear hijab or face veil, but then you're saying it does matter. I don't understand that.
I just want people to hear the reason why it's not, the reason why this lady wants to cover her face and cover her beauty is because it's a sin. I just want people to hear that.
What's a
not,
sin?
not condemn it, not to judge it, just to hear that in the Quran or in the Muslim faith, her interpretation is it is a sin. So I just want
What's a
people-
sin?
It's
So,
a sin for
are you
her
saying
to
a woman's
show her
beauty is a sin?
So wait.
So are you saying a woman's
Not
beauty is a
her
sin?
So wait. So a
woman's beauty is a sin.
to then be covered up.
Interesting,
Yeah,
isn't
but
it?
it's not about
Something
just
beautiful is
taking it
sinful.
further
No,
or
but a
judging
woman's
it. It's
created to
just
then be
about
covered up
hearing
with cloth.
No, but it's saying that a
Just
woman's
the
beauty is a
Quran
sin
or
then.
her
Yeah, but I just don't
Which is
understand.
crazy.
It's a sin to cover up your beauty. It's just a sin.
I believe in Fox God. It's my belief.
But you are showing your
I
beauty
should,
through your eyes.
But you're standing in Speaker's Corner, so people are obviously going to scrutinise it,
Yeah.
aren't they?
If you
And
come to a place
analyse
of
it
free
and
speech, people will
challenge
give you
it.
their opinion.
Explain that.
Don't be
As a
surprised.
human being, and his responsibility with free speech. Do you understand this? I'm trying
Can I ask you a serious question? Can I ask you a serious question?
Finally, yeah.
Can I ask you a serious question?
So I didn't take it off. I came straight here. So then you can see what's my intention. What do you mean intention? You can only see my eyes. You can't see if you can't see my hair.
They're lovely eyes.
Well, they're great eyes. I've seen
Can
the
I ask you
makeup.
another question? Okay, that's the Muslim interpretation. Now the
It's
Christian.
her interpretation, not
Okay,
Muslim.
her interpretation.
A lot of Muslims don't
of
agree
the
with the
Muslim-
niqab.
of the Muslim faith. That's
I've heard
fine,
loads
or
of
the
Muslims
Muslims
disagree.
or whatever. But
I think 50
basically,
it's 50-50.
in Christianity,
We've just had many Muslim
it was
countries
a-
ban
the
it.
grace that
50-50.
God gave
You can't go to
that
Mecca
beauty
without
and
the
therefore
face
should-
cover.
Without
Can I-
or with?
can I-
You're not allowed to wear it.
Okay, but can I just finish my question?
No, but when you go to inside the pilgrimage, I think you have to take it off. I don't know if that's true.
I believe
I'll have to
the God
ask.
that I serve wants people to embrace their beauty and embrace it because they're a loving person, and that people should respect that beauty, not abuse it. But I think where you're coming from,
I want to answer that question.
people are going to abuse that beauty, and that's partly part of the reason why you're covering.
I believe that.
What question was that?
I think I don't know if it's true, but in Mecca, I think you're not allowed to wear
Same as you have a
the niqab. You have to show your face.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's kind of strange in the most.
I haven't heard that before.
Is it true? I don't know. Maybe.
It's also quite interesting that
I think it's a
lot of-
security.
a lot of Islamic countries are actually forced to wear it. She might have a choice.
No, but I'm talking about inside the pilgrimage.
Oh, they have
Because I think as security, it's hard to control things. So I'm going to ask. I might be wrong.
Maybe men are expected to control themselves there, but nowhere else.
maybe,
I find that really, really sad, to be quite honest, because there's child poverty, there's paedophilia, we've got homeless people.
So she's saying that we can't talk about the issue because there's other issues. So we might as well ignore everything then, apart from the main issues.
Doing a ban means we'd have to go to Parliament.
I know, but your logic is very flawed.
It's not flawed.
It is.
There's more things.
But your logic is flawed. What we're trying to say is that we should be able to have an open discussion. Hold on. Can I? All right. So when hold on. Let me say it. When I came here, I was told I was a hate preacher. I'm a nasty person, and I'm calling for the attack of you people. And that's just by me saying I want to discuss maybe banning the burqa. I have no legal powers to ban it. It's my voice that is saying it. I cannot. I know. So you're acting as though by me saying this, I have the power to suddenly ban it. So no, but I'm one individual. If you think I have that much power, I'm grateful because I should be flattered by that. I should be flattered by that. But what I'm saying is that you are equating people discussing this issue to people wanting to hurt you or to want to demonize you. No. But then we might as well not discuss anything.
I can't talk about transgender issues and how people transgender get beaten up.
But how is all of this going to...
You can't sit there and say that this kind of rhetoric doesn't affect me directly.
We've not said it doesn't. We didn't say that. We didn't say that. Of course, females. Hold on. Of course, people with niqabs. Yeah. Of course. Let me say something. There is no doubt that women with niqabs, and burqas have been attacked on a large scale. I know that. I've seen it, and it's terrible.
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean that we should be blamed for it, and when we discuss it, that we are then scapegoated for it.
but we shouldn't.
I know, but then but then I can say the same thing to you. I can say the same. You don't agree with transgender issues, do you? Or gays? You don't agree with homosexuality. So when a homosexual is beaten up, it's your fault. When a homosexual is beaten up, it's your fault. When a homosexual is beaten up, it's your fault. Can you not see that? Can you see how illogical it is? Because the hypocrisy of Muslims saying you disagree with homosexuality, and when homosexuals are beaten up, I can blame all of you lot. Does that sound logical? I'm asking you, is it logical?
Can we have one person?
It's very hypocritical.
I'm online, with a load of people watching me saying transgender this, transgender that, and then people watching me say, yeah, transgender, let's go out and kick them in their face.
No one said
No, but you're saying that about us.
Hold on, you're on there.
She's saying the same thing about us. That us talking about the niqab, but in the niqab, but you want to kill homosexuals under Sharia. Under Sharia, would homosexuals be killed? Would homosexuals be killed? Would homosexuals be killed? Because this is important. This is important. So, would under Sharia, would homosexuals be murdered?
Then. Should we try to summarize?
Yeah.
So,
See the hypocrisy?
Chocolate Muslims.
Chocolate Muslims.
This is what it is, yeah?
So words are hurting them, but killing people is not a problem.
We're not out here
Does that sound normal to you?
talking about a certain type of rhetoric. Raj has that platform. He has that rhetoric. He has a target audience. He has a target market at the end of the day with certain people that keep...
What about Ali Dawah then? Ali Dawah supports Sharia. Ali Dawah supports Sharia. So Ali Dawah condemns homosexuality. Ali Dawah condemns... So Ali Dawah is the blame for the attacks on homosexuals. By that logic, Ali Dawah is to blame for the attacks on homosexuals. Muhammad Hijab has been on camera saying it's wrong to be a homosexual. So Muhammad Hijab is to blame for the attacks on homosexuals by your logic. So one rule for me, one rule for them. Muhammad Hijab has said on numerous occasions he disagrees with homosexuality. He sees it as a sin. So I'm saying I disagree with the burqa. And he agrees with Sharia, which calls for the death of homosexuals. So it is, you can equate, if you use your logic, then you are to blame for homosexuals getting beaten up. And Muhammad Hijab and Ali Dawa should be condemned by your logic. Checkmate.
Hello. Let's get some.
Checkmate. Checkmate.
Here's what we're gonna do, right?
They're playing
I think
Oh, look who's there, that little right devil. Oh, I watched the video, very good. I'm going to send it tomorrow.
hopefully that might help some people if they don't know already. Naomi.
No, I mean, we'll jump at this. Let's forget this. Just so we can get some clarity, right? How would you want Raj to express his discomfort with the hijab and niqab? How would you, as a community, how would you want the community?
I think the hijab is fine.
So it's the veil, right?
No, but I agree with traditional values. Hold on, let me say my stand after him. Let me say my point about where I stand.
Okay, Raj. Okay, cool.
But you want Mark to know?
Okay.
How do you want him to
repeat
be?
again for the audience?
Yeah. How does the Muslim community want Raj to express his uncomfortable nature? Uncomfortability.
What he has with the veil.
How do you want to do it? So is it first of all, is he allowed to do it?
Yeah.
The thing is, how should he do it?
He's allowed to do it. First and foremost, he's allowed to.
Okay, so you like to. That's one.
Yeah, but I'm then called a hate preacher when I do it.
Wait.
So I'm called a hate preacher when I do it.
Oh, now we're going to establish how they think you should do it.
First, you have the right to talk about and have a discussion about it. Of course, we live in this environment where we're allowed to discuss certain things. Okay, there's not a cap. We don't live in communism or anything like that. However,
Or Sharia.
we should do it in a fair
Or Sharia.
and just way where we have these type of conversations outside that we think outside the box from a subjective and an objective manner, and should be fair and just. If you have a problem with the veil, you have to look into the veil, the history of the veil, even do like a consensus, like go around talking to people with the veil and asking.
They think a lot of me.
Rather than not only because it's the fair way of.
Do you think I'm that important that I can go around the UK doing consensus?
You feel passionate about it at the end of the day.
I just mentioned it twice.
Okay,
What
my
woman
answer
is going to
summarize,
go on
Summarize.
YouTube
If he's
saying
got
that
a
they're
problem with
forced to wear the
something,
veil?
he has
So
to not only look at it
unrealistic.
subjectively, but objectively, and look.
How do you know I haven't?
You said that. Now, can we let this
Because
explain?
clearly
Oh,
you-
bro,
No, let me say my piece before she goes on. 1 minute. Oh yeah, let her speak then. Let her speak then.
Does that make sense?
But you're going to allow me to speak for 2-3 minutes after that.
Does everyone understand what
I'm
I've
trying
just said?
to get some kind of conclusion. So let the lady say how she would like it to do.
When Raj speaks about the veil,
Do you mind holding
very
this?
clear that it's his personal opinion, that he feels that he feels uncomfortable with it, and that these are his opinions. Not that he's got some sort of campaign or hatred or needs to want to ban it.
Actually, get him to do it. Yeah, you do it and make sure you get him. You're not important. All right, so sorry.
I'm a good cameraman as well. What's this?
The battery.
Extreme racist that might take what you've got to say.
Racist. Now you made a very serious allegation. What is the racism and what comment?
Or Islamophobic.
No, racism. No, you're going back to Islamophobia. What is Islamophobia? If I criticize Sharia, if I criticize Sharia, is that Islamophobia?
Allowed to finish. Allowed to finish.
Because he's making very bold claims about me.
Said you have a lot of followers.
Where's Big Odds? Everyone needs to do it. I love you. Who's fighting?
This place is going to get closed down, man. I'm telling you that straight now. Go on, Raven, do your thing.
Go on, Raven. He always does it, doesn't he? He's the diplomat, man.
He's always
He's the diplomat.
Every time for a year that I've known him.
Did you win?
So to conclude, I'm going to say it again because before I said a bit too fast. We've had a conversation where people, when I'm saying that I think the face veil should be banned or at least looked into or at least in banks, that I am a hate preacher for saying that. Now the problem with this is that they've equated me criticising this as me instigating people getting beaten up.
Yeah.
By that logic, I'm going to say it again. By that logic, when Muhammad Hijab or Ali Dawa, any Muslim says that homosexuality is wrong and a homosexual gets beaten up, it's their fault. Yeah, I don't agree with that because at the end of the day, that's what you. So you're equating me talking about hijab with people getting attacked. Now, is it off? Oh yeah. So the other thing is that I want to make it pretty clear. I have no issues with females wearing the hijab and dressing modestly. In fact, I am from traditional values. But if a woman wants to wear what she wants, that's not up to me. Would I prefer them to be more traditional? Yes. Yeah, I think it's a nice thing to dress
deal with
modestly.
it then.
But when you're telling people that females that if you don't cover up, men are so savage that we cannot control ourselves, and that we are so lustful that looking at a female's face that we are going to be some kind of beast like Suleiman here.
Yes, yeah. So also he threatened me.
So then what happens?
Yes,
you have a situation where you have grooming epidemic.
He threatened me.
Because a grooming epidemic here is about culture as well,
No, listen.
Because
how dare you threaten me?
Muslim men have been told from when they're younger that if a woman isn't covered up and her face isn't covered up, this or that, that woman here is not modest. And in some Muslim guys who are depraved, they will see that as a way to then or justify that girl being groomed or raped. That's why the Sikh community has been attacked, because we do not have the same level of restriction on clothing and stuff. Yeah. So I want people to understand that this conversation here today was one of the silliest conversations. I respect the female lady here for what she came down, but it was pointless because she was equating covering a vow and banning
But you're here watching.
Banning a vow as being a transgender. Yeah. They are equating banning a vow to being a transgender. And if they're saying if I support transgenders, I must support the vow.
Yeah.
What logic is that? By that logic, I must support everything.
That is retarded.
So that's out, and I don't turn for turds.
Your brains are retarded.
Exactly. ISIS is retarded.
Excuse me, you're a terrorist.
He's retarded.
You're all retarded, man.
You're retarded, bro.
Go home, man. Go home, innit? Go home, man.
He threatened me. You're an ISIS supporter. You're a prick.
Keep going on.
Halloween.